Hello and welcome to the Cosplay Collective podcast, the place where we sometimes talk about cosplay. And today I am joined by the two usual group members, which the man of ink himself, the tattoo deviant, Mr. David Brown, the cosplay man himself, Mr. LX Cosplay, Lex Cole,
Hey.
and we are joined by our special guest today, Cyclone Jack of the CSM Cosplay Support Movement.
Hello.
How is everybody today?
Good.
Tired.
You look at it.
Coffee.
David's now surrounded by teddy bears and plushies.
It's his comforting place. It calms dark places.
It's to replace Leia for now.
Yeah, if you hadn't noticed, we're not joined by three of the other members: Kia, Ginger Snap, and Freya. They're all very busy at the moment. Freya's currently out on a hen do. Ginger Snap's in London at the moment, and Have a Go Hero's gone to some sort of meeting, which is a shame because he's done a lot of cosplay over the last 2 weeks.
He has. Oh
nice.
God.
Yeah.
David, your helmet is looking fantastic.
It's shiny. It's so shiny.
I know David's cosplay is going to be awesome for October. Just saying,
Ah,
it's going to be amazeballs.
scream.
I know that. I know Lex has been working his ass off all week though.
Busy.
I have.
He has.
Not just
Yes,
work
dude.
and not just cosplays. I said before I was working on turning a van into a Captain America van to go touring in. Well, that's now brand new spoilers and everything on it, so that's that part of it. We've gone and bought ourselves a 1962 Volkswagen camper van to restore.
Oh!
I can't wait to see it. It's going to be awesome.
It needs a bit of a restoration, but it's going to look lovely. We like restoring things, me and my dad. And other than that, and working on usual work things, I've finished my helmet and completed making the belt and gaiters for my Captain America suit.
Woo!
In fact, I have the helmet here,
Show.
and I'm wearing a t-shirt just to go with it. Let me just,
He's being all classy, this man. He's being classy.
Did thing. Show thing.
That is so cool.
helmet in the original costume. The strap does up. It is loose when you put it on. When you clip it on the sides here, that does it up so that it won't come off. So if I try and pull it off, it won't come off now because that is held in place.
That's brilliant.
Just get a little bit closer to camera because that, like from here, it's a little bit blurred, but that is looking awesome.
Got carbon fibre all across around these areas. Dark blue around here. The A is like crisp, and it's got the wings on the side, as you can see as well.
So snazzy.
That is so cool.
It's taken a fair few weeks to get it made, but it's worth it.
The work in progress pictures were like brilliant. It was like making me excited just looking at them.
And then there's the belt, which last week I tried dyeing vintage leather. Now you can buy vintage leather pouches on eBay, but they usually look quite crap. I managed to get 3 of them and re-dyed them, so they've matched the belt blank I was getting. Combine those together with a buckle on the side for being able to do it up, and a military buckle on the front there to be able to give you a nice pristine look on there. Some industrial rivets, and that's all together.
Nice.
Boot gaiters are again vintage, but because I think they're probably made for women because you can't really get them for men. I've had to add extra straps onto it, which is added detail anyway, and those do up on the back to be able to let them go over my hiking boots.
That is cool. That is actually really cool shit right there. I really can't wait to see that in October now. Which
next is the shoe.
I might be able to show you this. This is the interesting one for me.
Is it
But-
12% of a plan?
Oh well, it's not. It's more than 12% now. But yeah, those are me. Those are me Virgin Train tickets right there, ready and waiting.
Ah!
And not exactly cosplay until I've got the other parts that turn up tomorrow, which is a bit of a shame because I ordered them 3 days ago. But say hello to Rocket.
Ah! That was the
It's
most.
so it's actually really cuddly as well. Like
Root.
it's like it's awesome. Like I said, the only issue I've got with this now is the fact that the hand goes up the front. So when I'm making the costume now for him, I'm going to have to leave a bit of space for the arm to be at the front.
It's so
But
great.
that's one of those things now. I actually really want to ask the question whilst I have the cosplay collective here. Do I do it movie orange? Do I do it movie red? Or do I do it comic book blue?
Orange.
Oh, orange.
Orange. It stands out a lot more, and he wears it most of the movie.
It's true.
Yeah, I really like the movie one, but
We've got a movie Groot and a movie Gamora.
yeah, I guess so. I guess that we like I'm talking about cosplay on the on Guardians of the Galaxy. Like how David, are you any further closer to having Peter Quill done?
Can't hear him.
Okay, I can't hear him either.
There, I
He-
don't think the microphone's
His mic's dropped out again, but he's like. I promise you that the helmet is looking awesome, and Kia recently posted some pictures online.
He's
of
got
how
some eyes light up.
yeah, the eyes look really fucking cool. I have to
I
admit,
can't
like
wait to see that done.
I can't wait to see the entire costume, and if I'm certain he's put some pictures online of it recently, but I'll end up finding them in a bit. So what, Jack? Have you been working on anything really cool recently?
I was quite happy that I managed to restore and finish my Loki costume for Alcon, which was good fun. But at the moment, I'm doing a commission for Geekaboo, which is the shop in Glasgow, and I'm making the cap shield.
That's
Uh,
gonna be awesome.
Super excited. I'll get pictures up as soon as I'm done with the 14 years of sanding.
I know the problem with sanding at the moment because
Are
I've
you
been
doing it
making.
by hand? Is the
Yes,
question.
because I'm insane.
Yeah. I could recommend you some quick, like 20, 30 quid tools, which will really, really help speed
Well,
that up.
yeah, that's kind of what I keep going to, like Aldi, because it's like my favorite place to buy power tools because they have the most random equipment. Like you can go in there and get everything you need to be Batman. Like I'm serious. But but they've got some great equipment in there and it's really cheap. And I've been kind of eyeing it.
It's really high quality in Aldi. Like you wouldn't think it, but when you walk into Aldi and you go to the tool section, like you think it being a cheap shop that you're gonna get cheap tools from there as well. But
No.
they're really good tools and they're very useful for making cosplay with.
Yep.
But I wouldn't be able to do a full food shop there.
Ah, no. I'm lucky if my cats eat that food.
Would you like some frankfurts? Yeah.
I quite like that, but yeah. I like German sausage.
You know what? They actually don't like. People turn around and say that Aldi's cheap and the food's crap, but it's not.
It's not.
Like, have you ever heard of a German eating crap food?
I don't think they would, for reasons, but
Frankfurters are not very good for you.
they're tasty.
They're tasty.
They are tasty though.
Oh my god, are they tasty?
I'm trying to cut to the things that are necessarily tasty.
It's funny. I got a jar of sauerkraut, right? But I got a jar it was like for hot dogs we had like a couple months ago, and the jar is literally like the size of a shoebox. It's massive. Like I'm never gonna run out of sauerkraut. So if you guys need some, just holler. I'll put it in an envelope.
Bring it to Comic-Con.
So,
Just everybody sat like at the front of Excel just eating sauerkraut. It's just like
So mental. It's like Loki with a jar of sauerkraut, so random, but not impossible. So
Anyway, David's dropped out again. His connection's disappeared. His connection's very bad at the moment because he's not at his house. He's currently at his mother and father's having to do the podcast there. But we was talking about where Kia's up to with his stuff. But luckily, Kia's working on something for David, which is this. How cool is that now looking? Yeah.
We've lost David. I just realised.
oh, it's amazing.
It looks so cool, but that's like the side view of it, and that's made out of foam by Kia. You know what? It is one thing that Kia does really well. It's anything out of foam.
That's
Like,
so
I've
beautiful.
never.
Light up eyes. He does those brilliantly.
Yeah, he does them really well as well. But like this is the photo that he put up before.
That was on the page. This is amazing.
The goggles
Yeah,
do nothing.
He looks a bit like steampunk Doctor Strange or something. It's very weird.
It does look cool, and it just goes to show that Kia can have a good time.
Oh yeah.
But talking, we've kind of mentioned the page, but the page is the cosplay support movement now. This actually leads us on to our next subject, which is to do with the fact that cosplay is helping cosplayers, and there's not very much of that around at the moment. There seems to be over the last couple of podcasts we've had a lot of negativity, and we've decided to go a little bit different with this podcast and actually talk about cosplayers helping out with other cosplayers helping out in the general community, and cosplayers helping out for charity. And what the CSM, the Cosplay Support Movement, is a group on Facebook, cosplayers helping other cosplayers. If you need something, cosplayers will help you with that. And luckily, that's where Jack comes in, because he moderates the entire group, which, well done, because I couldn't do.
It was exceptionally overwhelming at first to see how many people just jumped in and loved the idea and the concept of having a safe zone, and that it's kind of upsetting that you have to actually call it that now. That that there's so much negativity, but the admiration and just the support and honesty and people actually getting an honest answer for a change, and helpful one, and not being critiqued. Like there's no judges or hierarchy. It's just fun, what it's meant to be.
And what I find refreshing is you go to some other pages and you do get a lot of people just posting up because they want attention. They haven't done anything special. They're like, oh, look, a picture of me. You don't get that.
What shall I cosplay as?
It's all people like, there's
Batman.
nothing like that. All you get is people, posting up what they're making and saying, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? What, I'm trying to do this. What would you suggest?
Yeah, what can you do to help me? And that's the best thing about the CSM, is the fact that you have people cosplayers helping other cosplayers. No matter how good or bad you are, there's always a suggestion out there to be able to do that set job.
Yeah, I mean, like even David has said before, like everybody's got to start somewhere, and to jump all over someone, just because they have never done this before and it's new to them and they're experimenting, and everything's a puzzle in general. It doesn't matter how good you are. Everything is like the worst freaking puzzle in the universe. You solve it, you feel like the Rubik's Cube master. So it's like, why not boost that? Why not help almost guide that so they can light that fire in them? So they're like, oh, there, you can see my progress. Thank God.
Yeah.
It's important, and it's for a hobby based in the arts, no matter what it is, you get your highs and lows, you know what I mean? And people will be either one extreme or the other. It's just, I I wanted to try and create a place that was only one thing without that backlash of sort of negativity and, as we say, trolls now. um, because I'm old. Um, it's just really nice. It's refreshing to go to a page that I know is just full of happy people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best thing is that because like it's becoming a very widespread community now as well. Like uh, a couple of weeks ago, about actually oddly enough, second podcast in, you only had about 90 people, and now the CSM has literally just like exploded now, and your members list like it's now
548 members.
548 members, so nearing 600 cosplayers, and we're talking like cosplayers from all ranges, from
All
all
across the
walks of
world as
life.
well. We've got people from the States.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
people from
we,
all over the world. It's amazing.
like from all different ethnicities to all different genders, from anything like like cosplayers cosplaying as anything they want, which is the thing that we do want. We want people to be able to cosplay as whatever character that they want to cosplay.
Rather than
Yeah.
asking what to cosplay, it's like just
Yeah, and I think if you want to do something, if you're inspired by it, if you because you grew up with it or because you just saw it on a magic card, it doesn't matter if it lights you up and you go, oh my god, I want to do the thing, then do the thing.
That has to be a new meme. Oh my god, I want to do the thing. Amy good.
Jake will do the thing.
Amy good, do the thing.
Spontaneous spasm.
But it's true. Like it's true what you are saying, that everybody should be able to, like, that's the reason why the community works so well with it. And like in cases such as David and such as Kaya, both of them have not, like, they're not just cosplayers, like they've done their work outside of cosplay. They have worn their costumes for charity events, and in yeah, and one of the best stories, what David told me, was recently on Tumblr, I think it was. He had a comment off a fan saying that he's possibly the most Spider-Man Spider-Man of Spider-Man, because he's he's
He's totally a Peter Parker.
yeah, he's totally Peter Parker, because he's this bit of an eccentric outcast, and he's also actually does karate. He's like, David is into his martial arts, and he's
A genuine human
been,
being.
yeah, and the thing is like he's been dressed up for, like, in front of kids, and just like had pictures taken with kids, like, because he's dressed up in the costume. Like, he is generally your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And Kaya's done the same as well. There's actually pictures of Kaya online doing a charitable event, dressed as Batman, which is like more that needs to be, like, in the cosplay community. It's all about like helping each other for the CSM, and there are more and more people doing cosplay for charity.
Yep.
Which is becoming like it should be that way as well, and it's nice to see the nicer side of cosplay in the limelight recently.
Yeah, I think if you're going to put so much effort into, your own costume and your own cosplay, if you will, then being able to share that and to get the reaction from other people, especially children, because when they're at that age where their imagination is still very much connected to them and they're not they're on that fantasy border where anything is possible, and to see like Batman or Spider-Man, walk up to them and tell them that they're awesome, and it's huge.
It is, and it's like we need it more. Like, just give me a second. I do have a picture of Kaya at that.
I'm looking to do the Thor thing But I
Ah!
need a costume. I need a decent costume for it.
It's amazing.
You can't turn up to a costume event to one of these things as Deadpool. People are like, no.
Yeah, don't do that.
See, the thing is I've done charity bowling dressed up in when I did Nightwing. I was at a charity bowling event as Nightwing, but nobody knows who Nightwing is. So
No!
it becomes this thing where, like, in Kaya's and David's case, is they're dressed up as really well-known characters, and that's what makes it so nice for them to be dressed up like that.
Yeah.
But you say about Nightwing not being very well known. The newest news is apparently there might be a TV series coming.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yes.
Do the thing!
Do the thing. You know, have you ever thought of dressing up as Loki to like for charity?
I would love to, but I'd be worried that it would be kind of unnerving for either parents who are fans or children who know him as that's the bad guy. I mean, I could always put on the fake mustache and pretend my name is Steve. Um,
Go dressed as Joker instead. That'll do.
um, it was, I did there was a charity burlesque show that ran in Dundee. I did one myself, which was for two little girls who needed surgery, and they couldn't afford the flight to the United States in order to get the surgery. So everyone from everywhere was raising money for that. So we put on a show, and we did had a bunch of characters who were cosplay references and did like a cosplay mini burlesque show and raised money for them. We also, a couple of friends of mine had a show called Burlesque Cares, which was strictly for charity. So I performed with them for free on countless occasions in order to help raise money for the local hospital and for like Women's Aid and things like that. But it's a surreal thing to dress as American Psycho and do a burlesque performance to raise money for a hospital. It's bizarre, but it was really fun, and the meaning behind it was so much more gratifying.
I think like over the last couple of cosplays we were talking about Cosfest, where Kia wants something a little bit closer to home because he lives in Cornwall where there is nothing cosplay wise.
I told him he has free reign. Like it is totally open if
So
like do it.
the thing that I was thinking is it'd be really cool if like Cosfest does hit off the ground in the way that it does, and we're expecting it to. It'd be nice if we could have some sort of charitable cause there as well.
I agree. I completely agree. There's when it comes to like doing things where it's an event or a festival for the members of the page, that it's almost like for them to bring their friends and their family, and it's almost like make a day event of it, so it's for all ages and have a charity that it's directly linked to. I just think is amazing. It's a wonderful concept because we all support each other, so why not support something else?
I think it's like going on like talking about kids for like a charitable event for kids and cosplay. Recently in the news, there's been basically there's a company over in America that has started making prosthetics for kids, where like hands, like anybody, like if they've got problems with the hands or the feet, they've been making prosthetics. And in this case, it's Wolverine claws. Yeah, and they're doing superhero-based ones.
I saw a picture of an Iron Man one today, and it was like
amazing. Oh, that's so cool.
This is the power of 3D printing for you.
I know, right? I want one.
What's to say that can't be used in your costumes as well?
I know a lot. There's a lot of cosplayers who actually have the access, the lucky access to 3D printing when they're building things like the Iron Man suit.
That's 3D printed.
3D
printed on there.
You lucky sod! That's amazing.
I'm a designer, so I have a 3D printing machine and access. Through the business, we've worked closely with a company in Netherlands who do very fine 3D printing, and they can print in metal and things like that. So,
Ah,
for example, the helmet there, the A was originally 3D printed in plastic, but the little latches on the side are 3D printed still.
that's amazing.
It's still cool.
It's
I've been thinking of getting myself a 3D printer, but it's finding the room. It's a
yeah.
little bit limited in this house at the moment, and like even though they're only like maybe 24 inches by 24 inches box, I don't have that 24-inch area for me to put a 3D printer at this
The, pro-
moment in time.
the problem at the moment is if you go for a cheap one like a RepRap machine, which is pretty
Mm.
much what I've got, they break down all the time, and they need constantly calibration. Then you go for a MakerBot, and you pay a lot more. And then you go for something even further than that, and you end up paying thousands. So it's
That's
Yeah.
insane. That's just insane.
I was looking at the TF1, which is the one with the USB, where you literally just plug the USB in, select the program from the USB, and run.
Ah, that sounds great.
It is.
I look forward to the days when 3D printing is cheap and high quality.
Yeah, I remember
Yes.
when, like,
At the moment,
remember,
you don't get both.
yeah. 'Cause they will become exceptionally cheap. Like 20 years time, it'll be like, when back in the day when little portable CD players came out, and they were like 100 something quid or dollars, and you had to buy the clip that stopped it from skipping, and it was just ridiculous. But now it's like they're pennies. You can buy them at Poundland, so it's like 3D printer in
Or
Poundland. I'm going for that.
there's, it's interesting where things are going. Have you guys seen about what they're doing? They're doing about the moon. They've built 3D printers which work in zero gravity, and that will be able to print using moon dust.
What? You gotta
Oh,
So
build
what they
stuff?
are doing is they are planning to build the big buildings and everything to be able to colonize the moon.
Is it not
using
drifting away from Earth anyway?
Science,
um,
it's not science fiction anymore, it's science fact.
Oh my god.
using using the resources of moon dust.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
a good
god.
material.
I
And very
actually have
good
a
material.
I have a piece of the moon. I actually
That's
have an
that's
actual.
cool.
Hang on, I'll see if I can get it. It was my father's. Hang on, I'll see if I can
That
get it.
is
It's
next.
crazy.
Go round to Jack's and steal the moon dust.
We had a funny thing what we had to make before in our workshop. Someone had asked us to cast something with meteorite in powder, put meteorite crushed into powder, put into
What?
this cast, and
That
ooh,
is cool.
nice.
That is so cool.
It's like the Tesseract, but it means more.
But is it a doorway?
It could be if it like sits in something and unlocks like I don't know space.
It looks a bit like the cube of the blood vials that you can get in Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Ah, cool. Yeah, he's really neat. It's like almost slightly reflective in certain places as well. Like how granite looks. It's almost got that shine to it. It's wicked cool. But yeah,
And all I can say about Tesseract is that Cyclone Jack dressed as Loki. That is some cool stuff right there.
I have an army. We have a hawk.
I have a moon rock. I always somebody said to me on that picture, they were like, "You look so attractive," and I laughed, and I was like, "I look like I'm coming down off of Tesseract." Because that's like I don't know, when it comes to the comics and Tom Hiddleston, it's almost two different things. I think in the films it's nice to see him go a little bit spastic and to look sweaty and pointy and maniacal. When he's really poised, it's cute, but to me it's a little bit, it's not quite Loki. Like, I'd love to do a Siege Loki cosplay and just worry all the other cosplayers that are dressed as Loki. Just come up behind them and say inappropriate things. Maybe not,
Well,
but
well, you. I'm not sure. We was mentioning a Loki crossover as such. I'm not going to spoil anything too much, but you are going to be doing something a little bit different.
yes, I am. I want to do a running joke and keep it running. As a matter of
Have you seen the fact that Captain America 2 gag reel has now been released?
yes.
I haven't seen it yet.
Let's blow this
Oh.
popsicle stand.
No, there's been a couple of them that have recently been released, and it's not the full gag reel. It's only like gag reel 1 and gag reel 2, which is it's getting like there is some really good jokes, and you're gonna really enjoy it. I ended up rewatching. Rewatching Captain America yesterday, oddly enough. And,
So good.
no, sorry, not yesterday. Day before, because I ended up watching Spider-Man yesterday.
I
We
think
watched
I've
that
seen
the other
Winter
day.
Soldier about 4-5 times already.
It's addictive.
It is.
It is so good.
I made
It's the best. It is one of the best Marvel movies, aside from Avengers,
it's
Iron
beautiful.
Man,
Yeah.
and Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean,
I
it's
really
on
like
par.
I
I'd say those
actually-
are on par.
I made my future wife, my fiance, she wanted to be Winter Soldier, and I made the cosplay for her. So when I was cosplaying Loki, she was cosplaying Bucky. But making the arm was so mind-boggling. I wish I
You
had.
know what? I might have that gag reel. No, actually.
Oh yes.
For anyone who's looking to do a really easy way of doing a Winter Soldier arm, go buy yourself a silver Zentai suit and then use a permanent marker on it.
That's
Cut
what one
the
of
arm off, you put it over, and then you draw the lines on so they work. And then when you've got it, it looks thinner, but it still looks the part. It's a cheap way of doing it.
my
By
one
the
of my
way, are
friends
you ready
made
for the gag reel?
yeah.
We shouldn't be showing that.
Oh no! Doesn't matter. It's not running anyway. Oh dear.
Pixels.
We probably shouldn't show any content like that. We're not licensed.
It's fine. It's on YouTube already anyway, and it's not on the official Marvel site. It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good.
My friend Oscar actually did what you were saying with the Zentai suit with the sleeve, but he went as Summer Soldier, which is a spoof of, and it was brilliant. He had like a flower crown and like carried like a tube, like a swimming tube, like the big blue one. It's absolutely amazing. It's hysterical. Had a water gun, and it was just hilarious.
Summer Soldier, dressed in bright colours.
He was as well, but that's what he did. He like had the sleeve and just drawn on it. Oh, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. They
I've
got
got to find
pictures.
this now.
It's actually I should get pictures of it.
I've seen someone's drawing, but I haven't seen an actual image.
That's what it's from. I believe it was like a joke that was running on Tumblr, and he saw it and went, "I'm gonna do that."
Recently in Manchester, it's been Mardi Gras, gay pride, right? And I wonder whether there is anybody who is dressed as brightly coloured, like superheroes, you know, like Captain America done in like rainbow colours and.
See,
Amazing.
that reminds me of something. I've seen great photoshopped images that have turned all the Avengers into the Hello Kitty Avengers.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's brilliant.
It would be amazing to get a group of people together to do a Hello Kitty or something like that. Avengers. It would just be hilarious.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So
But,
if you're
yeah.
out there and you fancy doing something like that, let me know.
Everybody dressed up as Hello Kitty Avengers.
I've sent you an image.
But yeah, like it's just one of them. I never like I thought about Mardi Gras in Manchester and then realised I have not seen anybody dressed up as superhero like it's dressed up as like rainbow superheroes.
I've seen ones for Gay Pride, and I think it was in New York, and it was a Batman and Robin on rollerblades. And they were wearing like just like the colored coordinated hot pants, cape and cowl. It was amazing. It's great. And this like really ripped guy with just like the bat symbol stuck to his chest. It was brilliant. The two of them are just like rollerblading, holding hands in the parade. It's absolutely excellent. Like yeah.
Oh, I've got going through my head right now is it Ace Ventura or is it I think it might be Liar Liar. Here she comes to save the day.
Oh, it was yeah. I think it was Lila. No, Ace
Liar Liar.
Ventura. Hi ho, Silver. Away.
No. Here she comes to save the day. Where he's
Oh,
she comes walking into the courtroom, and he just turns around and goes, "Here she comes to save the day."
Absolutely hilarious.
But that's what I was thinking as soon as you mentioned like Batman and Robin on roller skates. Is here they come to save the day.
Absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful scene.
Oh.
But yeah. When it comes to putting on events and stuff as well, like I really want to do something in Glasgow quite soon, like hopefully next year. I want to put together some small plan.
I forgot you ran an event recently, didn't you?
Oh, it's not really an event as much as it's just for every member on the page, like if they want to get involved. I know a lot of them, they're all very artistic, they're all very, very good at what they do, and I was like, let's get everyone involved and see if they want to design a new banner for the CSM page. So essentially I was just going to choose whoever's one gets, I guess, liked the most by the members themselves and not hold a vote or a competition or anything like that. It's just going to be, which one do people dig? And use that one.
Wink, wink, mind. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, wait.
I haven't even seen any, so...
Oh, by the way, going on about Summer Soldier a minute ago, there is the Summer Soldier.
Absolutely amazing. So that's my fiance on the other side there in her Winter Soldier costume.
That's cool. That looks awesome. You know what? I've never cosplayed as a Marvel character. Never. Well, not until October.
I've never cosplayed as a DC character, so...
Not until October, anyway. There is a time. There is a time.
There's a time.
Next year I am planning on doing a DC character.
Yeah, I've heard. Do you want to mention on who it is?
Because I've decided I don't want to take on another project like Groot again. Because to rip him.
Dude.
Next year I'm going to do a Green Lantern. But I'm hoping to do it where I have full light up armor.
Oh!
As if you're coming out the ring. It's like full light up. Also, because when I go and party, I can party around in it and light up the entire place.
That's amazing.
So that's the idea.
It's at this point that I need Van Kilmer. Is it Michael Keaton's or Van Kilmer's Batman just putting his thumb up like
that? You get the animated series as well.
So yeah, that's the plan for next year. Doing a Green Lantern for one day.
That's so exciting.
And the other times I will be doing either a Captain America, a different Captain America, or Steve Rogers Super Soldier, which technically isn't Captain America, but it's the guy who usually is Captain America. But
But
that
the
requires
thing,
me to lose more weight, tone up, and get a bodysuit made. Which,
well,
you know how
if
people
you
have
do Green Lantern,
you know how people have problems with there's bodysuits where they get them made, but there's zips only on the back, so you can't get it off. You can't go for a pee.
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
I have a new idea for that because the super soldier suit has a belt on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make to build a Zentai suit, then chop it down the center, and then put the zip so it goes from the front round the back to the front. So when you want to undo it, you just unzip all the way around your waist, and then
And
you
pull
can
pull it off like a pair of trousers.
exactly. You put the
Genius.
top on, and then you put the trousers on, but it
That
still zips together around the waist.
that's brilliant.
That's actually really clever thinking.
Because you can
But
undo the belt. In which case, I'm going to use the same belt because I'm building my Captain America suit. I'm building for October. I'm building the costume, the clothing and stuff as if it were sort of a put together one. But all of the straps and harnesses I'm doing so that and the helmet I'm doing so I can use them for another Captain America cosplay, but using a better full costume for it.
mm,
So it's sort of using it as a half-built not so properly
Cas-
built cosplay, and then
Casual
a
Steve.
full one later on.
Casual
There's no
so
Steve.
point. There's no
you
point rebuilding it.
you
No.
were saying that you want to go as Green Lantern next year. I really want to go as Aquaman now, but I don't have the blonde enough hair for it.
Get a
'Cause I've
wig.
yeah, I don't like wigs. I
You've
think they're
got.
too warm and stuffy.
Oh, but we'll dye it
I,
then. Just go Slim
I
Shady
just
on us. Just go completely Marshall Mathers and just get it bleached.
like bleach my beard for a day as well.
Yeah, why not? Do it.
Like grow a beard, bleach the beard, bleach my hair, and then after Comic Con shave it
Eyebrows.
all off.
Just leave your eyebrows brown though. Leave them brown so you can be extra expressive.
But the thing is like I've seen everybody picks on Aquaman, but I've seen an awesome Aquaman armor that I really really want to do because it just looks so cool. And it'd be cool to
Uh,
have like we're doing Guardians of the Galaxy in October, but it'd be cool to have like Marvel this year, DC next year.
yeah,
We'll see.
totally. I've
But
done
are you
the
meant to be coming to London MCM, Jack?
um I really, really, really want to. I don't think I'll be able to make it until next year though,
Mm.
which sucks. But I really, really, really want to do that. But next year we're planning on a group. Um, I work with a really awesome performance group called Bandersnatch Studios, and they're a cosplay performance group. And they do like panels
Ooh.
and character and stuff like that. We just did one in Leicester at Alcon for Welcome to Night Vale.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we're planning on doing a Hellboy group.
Right. Okay. Here's one for you. um, with the Scottish independence current, like the referendum that's coming up at the moment, and you currently live in Glasgow. Um, do you reckon there should be more independent conventions? Uh, what sort of conventions do you have in Scotland other than MCM?
Well, there's Collectomania.
Yeah,
Uh,
stuff part of which is
That's
part of the
part of
MCM
the
system. Yeah,
London Film and Comic Con.
yeah, yeah.
right. There's some independent ones, like there's the big Glasgow comic book page that also do independent markets and events, which have been getting steadily bigger and bigger and bigger. I went to one of their very first events, which was just like a Riddler quiz night, um, and it was amazing. We had a lot of good fun at that, and since then they've just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm just rooting for them. I just think it's amazing. A lot of my friends are actually directly involved with it or have been directly
Mm.
involved with it, and they're just blowing full steam ahead. So my hope is that perhaps one day, you know, in the near off distant future type thing, that maybe the cosplay support movement, we can have our own small event convention type
Mm.
thing that is Here,
Well,
based in Scotland, yeah.
yeah. Well, it's more like sorting events out is now not too much of a hassle. The issue is it's not the fact of sorting a venue out, it's sorting a venue out for the first time because you never know how many people are going to show up.
Yeah, I mean, no Baltic included, but um,
Dashcon 2040.
no, I would actually be horrified. But the idea essentially is to start small, and
Yeah,
with just like groups and meetings and everyone kind of getting together for like little fun events where even if it's just camping out in a field, and everyone comes as Assassin's Creed and pirates and just gets dirty, and has a good time and eats barbecue and listens to some music at the back of somebody's car because it's legal where we're at. Yeah, it'd be fun.
Dashcon 2015.
It's so ghetto. Oh, like ghetto con.
GhettoCon 2015.
Ghetto con, yeah.
Uh,
Buttermilk
cause,
biscuits on a hubcap. I'm sorry, it's the Atlanta in me.
uh, and here's where the professionalism dies out the
Suddenly the two-color show, yeah. Pretty
At
good.
least we haven't had very many tech issues this time round on the podcast. Last time we had 3 people that dropped out. Woo.
Well, we have no David.
Well, I'm not sure what happened to David. David just didn't get back to me later on, but hey ho. At the end of the day, if he's dropped out, his connection's probably gone at his house again. We always seem to have a better connection when David is down at Layers. So they're always better off when they're together on her connection.
She is the ultimate
I
space
think it might
princess.
partially be. I think it might partially be her laptop. Might be a bit better as well.
Yeah. Let's
We'll
turn
sort these in time.
We will sort these. Well, the tech issues of like the episode 4, we've had better tech issues this time round.
I'll send them my spare laptop when I'm done with this.
I'd be
That
very
won't get any worse.
surprised. I'd be exceptionally surprised if like the ultimate space princess didn't have good Wi-Fi. Like she must get signal from like other worlds and things. Have the best internet connection, the fastest.
Oddly enough, today there was something that was sent on her profile, which was to do with an interview that she did.
Yeah.
She did an interview a couple last year, and it was her, David, and Kia, and they all got interviewed. And I can't remember what the company was called, but you can check out the interview that she did at the 86th floor on YouTube.
86th floor.
Yeah, the 86th floor. 86th floor music on YouTube.
Cool.
They recently did, and they did a really cool little interview. And Leah was really into character, very into character.
Was she Harley?
She was Harley Quinn.
Yes.
she actually was Harley Quinn, and one of the questions that's asked by the interviewer is, what was it that why was the reason you cosplayed as Harley Quinn? And the response was, because I have a huge rack.
Oh god.
You know what? I'm going to have to put this up I will do, if need be, I will do a cut on this video just to put that interview in, or we will put it in the description.
Link will be below.
Just post the link.
We will post the link in the description so that people can go to the 86th floor and see the interview, because it is possibly one of the funniest things I have seen in a long time.
Beautiful.
But yeah, it's one of them. Like, it's become like we're coming closer and closer to having more and more cons like around the UK now, and it's
Yeah.
getting a bigger and bigger thing now.
Well,
So,
Wales Comic Con, which is near me, that was set up a few years ago. I only moved here a year ago, so I only found out about it recently. And this year, the one that usually happens in the year got absolutely packed. I mean, every single ticket sold. And then they thought, now they've set up a second one, so they've got another one at the very end of November. So I've now got 2 Comic Cons and 2 weekends in a row. I've got Birmingham and then I got Wales Comic Con. And I'm looking at, yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
I've only got the one con, but that one con runs for 3 days, so that's not too bad. See, that's the thing. Like, I'm really looking forward to October now.
I'm slightly nervous now because I found out that the XL can't fit vans in the car park.
Can't fit vans in the car park.
Can't fit a transit van in a car
Right. Well, I'm taking about 500 quid to Comic Con. Please don't mug me.
Do not
It
plug
will be
him.
secured. It will be secured in a vault. I promise you that now. Right. So if need be, I will pay for the 3 days for you to park up. 3 days.
The problem is parking is I can't park. I can't actually park in the Excel Centre, and I haven't found out where the car park is. I haven't been able to find out the height of the car park, which is opposite the hotel I'm staying at. So tomorrow, or over the next week, I have to call up the hotel. It's like, yeah, so do you know the maximum height of the car park? That's opposite. It's like,
Do you mind if I sleep in the car?
So I need to find that out, and if I can't do that, then I've got to find somewhere else I can park, and hopefully drive down, drop everything off for Groot with you, with Leia, David, and Damien there. Drive off and run back. We'll get a taxi back and be like, "Can you show me in about 5 minutes?"
Talking about Groot, I do have a video of you testing out one of.
This is a video which I have recently finished putting together one leg. I'm halfway through the other one. Then they both need finishing.
Just to let you know that it's only showing the front bit of one side of the leg there, because it is actually two pieces enclosed together.
Also, I won't be holding the legs. I've now got it on a clipping system that fits to my belt. So my arms are free because they'll be going into the forearms of the costume. You can stop playing it now.
So amazing.
It does look cool. That.
So yeah, I've got the next week off work.
Yay!
Yay!
Both of my costumes and try and relax a bit.
I
am losing sleep over Groot because it's like I'm not going to get it done in time.
I'm on late all week, and I have ordered my parts in for my Rocket Raccoon. Because Rocket Raccoon's going to obviously need to be have a costume built for him.
Yeah.
So that he can because I'm going to have it. I am actually going to probably do it in orange.
Just a question about him. Why don't you cut a hole in the back on his back and remove some stuffing, and then use that as the way to get your arm in, rather than doing it through his front?
Because then that means that I have to restitch it and whatnot, and I am no good at sewing. As I found out, you're not as well when it comes to leather.
Yeah, well, leather I was okay. It was straps. I can't sew straps. I did the leather. I bloody did my fingers in doing it because I didn't have a leather needle at the time.
Oh, dude!
Luckily, I've got a mum who lives near me, who can do the sewing for that, and who recently I've been setting up her Facebook page for her business. So now we've come to the agreement. I help you work on your page if you help teach me to sew.
That's
Like
brilliant.
I say, it is on for you. I have a mother. One of several, actually. Each and every single one of them are good at different jobs. This one in
But
particular is good at leather.
some of the some of these bits are also done with fabric glue and need a bit of stitching in it, and others are done with leather rivets. But that's
Did,
all together now. It just needs a little bit of padding inside the chin so it doesn't feel so rough.
it does look really good though. Like, it's
I'm happy
looking.
with it. It'll take a bit of a beating. It won't take a massive one, but it'll be able to protect me a bit if I need.
I think it's gonna last you throughout the day quite easily.
Out the
Oh, yeah.
Quite
It would
easy.
last more than that. That would last that helmet will probably last a month of full wearing without breaking.
So
But
listen,
it's
don't go spelunking anytime
My
soon.
my thing is, I build when I come to build armors and stuff like that and shit and things. I always think rather than making it so it's for a convention, I think I'll make it as if it was going to be used for a year.
yeah.
So my Deadpool suit was all the straps were sewn and then melted together so they fit, and all of the armor was recycled pieces of X-Police riot gear mixed with reinforced fiberglass pieces. So every single bit of that armor would be able to take a baseball bat at any time.
Just in case
So
there's like an
yeah.
anti-Deadpool group or something that comes at
Well,
It's like
you.
it's a riot at
like,
Comic-Con.
I keep building these things. It's like if there's an apocalypse of some sort, it'd be cool to walk around in some armor,
Yeah,
run
totally.
around in it. And the Captain
By
America
the,
helmet's the best. So
but by the way,
Ah,
there is the Captain America of like there's Lex as Captain America so
took
far.
that about 10 minutes before we did the podcast. So I need a
cool.
bet. I need a proper camera to set up for it. But
It's
that, by
looking
the way,
cool.
the t-shirt and trousers I'm wearing aren't going to be used on the costume. This is just my general Captain America t-shirt.
It's
I'm
It doesn't
gonna
look bad
it.
though, does it?
not
Huh?
just like bad at all, to be
Well,
honest.
it's because it's an actual Super Soldier t-shirt. But I
I
am.
want.
I'll tell you what I've got. I've bought some satin white fabric, which is iron-on. So I'm buying myself a navy jumper or one which I'll dye.
Mm.
I've got the fabric to be able to make the stripes, and I've bought an iron-on satin white patch, which is a star. So I'm going to make it. Even I could just use the t-shirt, but bearing in mind the convention's in October, it's not going to be warm.
No.
So I'm going with a jumper, and I'm making. I don't like to buy and just use something. I like to at least have some modification on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
totally.
See,
the legs, I'm using my walking boots because they're bloody comfortable and they look fine. The gaiters I've worked on. The trousers are pretty much just wear as they are, but I'm not just gonna use a Captain America t-shirt. I'm gonna put proper work into it because you
God,
do.
you put so much work into the helmet and everything else, so totally. If you wear a t-shirt, I think you'd disappoint yourself a
The
bit.
helmet took me weeks. I mean,
Yeah.
the helmet took me weeks to make because I started with foam to be able to
Yeah.
make the basic shape, and then coated to be able to make it so I got a decent pattern, then molded and cast it.
Yeah.
But just putting, I mean, it really shows though, because the carbon fiber, I couldn't do it in carbon fiber because I didn't have any in stock. I mean, I am going to laminate one in carbon fiber and Kevlar at one.
Sweet.
But I didn't have any, so instead I've got some carbon fiber vinyl in, and I spent about 3 hours getting all the vinyl on, and then cutting around the edges to get it perfectly in place. And then I spent another hour going over all those bits with masking tape so that I could spray it.
Yep.
Because
well,
if I had, it doesn't make much sense doing it that way around. But if you look at it, if you put the vinyl on after you've done the paint, when you come to cut it, you're going to cut into the paint.
yeah.
So I did the opposite way round, and it worked perfectly. I mean, that helmet, you can't really see it on camera, but when you get up close, you can really see. I don't know if you can see it. you can see the carbon fibre in there.
Yeah,
And
it's beautiful.
I mean, I'd rather, and this is why I'm not doing another project like Groot again, because I'd rather do something high. I mean, Groot is big, but he won't be massively detailed because he is very big. From now on, I'm going to work on smaller things that are more detailed because, I mean, the belts, for example, I posted that up online and people were like, whoa, that's awesome. And that's the first time I've ever worked with leather. So,
Mm.
if I can do smaller bits and do really well, then I think I'll probably do better than doing something really large that isn't as detailed.
So no Iron Hulk next year then.
I
That's
am
what you're
not
saying.
I'm not doing Hulkbuster next year. It's been decided. I'm doing. I'm gonna go big this year, and next year I'm gonna go very
And then
bright.
never again. I'm
No,
going to
very
go big this year, but
Yeah.
never again.
Very big this year, then very bright next year, and then at the end of later next year, maybe very something else.
Other.
Slim, hopefully.
Hopefully. Less bacon.
Aww.
And
In which
I-
case, we've been on for about an hour now.
yeah, I
Already?
think, yeah, we're near, like we've actually been on for an hour and 2 minutes. We're actually over on podcast time, but it's all good. Don't forget we do have a like button, a subscribe button, and don't forget to read the description for anything that we've talked about and leave your comments.
And don't
That's
forget to
me.
like our pages. We've
Yeah,
got
we are on
Jack.
Facebook.
Jack has got a page now.
I finally have a page, yay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jack now has a cosplay page, which is
We will
Cyclone
link
Jack
all the
Cosplay.
pages below, including people who couldn't be here today, sadly.
And
Yeah, you have the CSM cosplay support movement, which we'll put in the description as well for anybody who's a cosplayer and really wants to know more about how to build things. And I think that is pretty much it for the cosplay. That's goodbye from me, Damien, your guru to all things geek.
And goodbye from him. No, I'm just no. It's goodbye from me, Lex, the Captain America. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. And goodbye from me, Psycho Jack.
Thanks for watching.
See you in a couple of weeks.
See you now.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me.